I'm Cadence Kidwell, proprietress of Fuzzy Goat here in Thomasville. The reason I started Fuzzy Goat is I wanted to build community around knitting and fiber arts, have a place for people to come and take classes. It really is a fun, modern, portable way to get introduced to the creative arts. So at Fuzzy Goat, we really believe in bringing to the knitter, the Thomasville knitter who's going to spend the time hand making their item, yarn that is a labor of love before it even gets into their hands. All the yarns here at Fuzzy Goat, with the exception of a few staples, really come from that independent dyer whose life's work is to make something lovely, and I just really love the opportunity to be able to put that into the hands of the Thomasville knitter who is now going to make something even more lovely that's going to cover either themselves or somebody that they love.
My name is Sarah DeRue, and I am the owner of the Copper Corgi Fiber Studio. I am based in Savannah, Georgia, and I am a yarn dyer. I do just that. I dye blank skeins of yarn and turn them into little miniature works of art. I went to college. I went to college and got my fine arts degree in graphic design, and I was a graphic designer for a magazine in Savannah for many years. And one day I ordered a kit online that was dye your own yarn, and it came with one skein of white yarn and a couple of little pots of different colored dye, and I just sort of did it one afternoon just for fun. It was fairly easy, and when I finished, I was just completely in love. I was just in love with the process of painting beautiful colors onto a skein of yarn and seeing it really come to life. So I just knew it was just the perfect combination of my fine arts background and my love of yarn and knitting that I have had all my life. So I opened up a little business on Etsy, and it's just really grown since then, and that was about 3 years ago.
So the benefits of making things by hand with yarn is that you really are taking something that is a natural fiber and you are creating something else out of it that is wearable. So you get a lot of satisfaction out of making something and designing something and creating the colors. And so you get to design it any way you want. You can choose your colors, you can choose your pattern, and in doing that it really empowers you, and you start to believe that you are the maker that you are. It's also something you can do in community, so that's another fantastic benefit to fiber arts, is that specifically knitting and crocheting, you can do that when you're around a lot of other people, so that you get the sense of being with others, making things for others, being inspired by them. And then there's that sense of nostalgia. You're doing something that maybe your grandmother did, but now you've updated it and you're doing it in a new way. And so there's that benefit of feeling like you're continuing the tradition, but you're also making it modern. So this is our thickest yarn. This really big, fat, super bulky yarn. But out of this one skein of yarn, you can make a throw or an afghan. So what I really love about this yarn is it goes super fast. So it took me about 10 minutes to get this far. And when you're done, it stretches out further, and then it'll be about 40 inches wide. and so it'll make a great throw. So I love this pattern because after you've learned the basics of knit and purl, that's all this is back and forth, is knit and purl. So you can make something super fast out of this super big yarn. So one of the really fun things about knitting is you can take yarn like this that's already multicolored and it actually stripes itself. So this yarn is originally developed to make socks, so that the socks would be patterned as you went. But you can use these super long needles that connect in a circle like that and make an infinity cowl where you use the stripes to go like that. And so then when you're done, you can loop it around and you can wear it like that. And this all comes from this one ball of yarn. So in Fuzzy Goat, we have all this beautiful yarn, and sometimes people come in and they're inspired, but they don't really know what to do with it. So it's our mission to get new knitters, new crocheters set up on their path. So in a beginning to knit class, they would learn how to knit something like this, where it's just knit back and forth and it's 2 different yarns, so it just makes something really amazing, and they just learn how to do it in a learn to knit class where they just go back and forth. And we teach them how to cast on, which is get the yarn on the needles, get going, and they learn everything they need to make a basic scarf. And then after they've learned how to do something, we have project classes. And so this fantastically cute hat here is made, the pattern is even made by somebody, Donna Caruth, who lives in Boston, Georgia. And so she is going to teach a class on that. And after you know how to do something like this, the next step is to learn how to do it in 2 colors, like this. And so we have classes that just get you excited to do that. They're small, 5 to 6 people, so nobody gets too lost in it, gets too behind. And when the weather's nice, we're going to go out back where the trailhead is and just have a great time.